Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're in Ipswich and we've got Rocky Joshua. It's been a while since we've had a sit down and a catch up, mate. How are things?
Things are fantastic. We can't complain at all. Obviously, darts is going fantastic, and this whole year's been fantastic, so I can't complain.
Well, it's been a whirlwind. You've got married, obviously your little ones here, and so on. It's just like non-stop for you.
It's mad. Obviously, I was away there 2 weeks with the European Tour and the Pro Tour and stuff, and I kind of missed home a bit, so I was kind of glad to get home. I was trying to get home early, but Heathrow had its problems, so I couldn't get home. But I got home and I can recuperate now.
Is the honeymoon booked yet? Because you didn't want to take her to. Was it Milton Keynes we were laughing about?
There's one taker there anyway. But no, so we got a family holiday sorted out for the end of June, so just after the World Cup. So we'll go to Spain. There's obviously us two, the two kids. We're taking her mum with us just for extra eyes. Obviously for a bit. It helps her out with her head anyway, but. Not a proper honeymoon yet because the little one's only 7 months old and our eldest is 6, but we'll wait till the little one's up a bit older, and then obviously it's a bit easier for babysitters because I want to take her to Canada and she wants to go to Canada too.
Nice.
Either Canada or the Maldives, one of the two. It'll be one of the two of them.
It seems like it's been a seamless transition as well from manufacturers. We've seen other players struggle with equipment and so on when they change, but it seems to be seamless for you so far.
I've been wanting to go in darts for a very, very long time. I got them just after the match, play a prototype, obviously because it's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Practice with him and was hitting everything with him, and I was like, why can't I use these now? And then you have to revert back to what you throw them with, and then it's in your head. But I cope with it very well. But if I probably could have got a better run in my head at the World Championship if I got to use them. But obviously, purposes obviously was my mission, have to use mission stuff regardless until that contract ended, and then as soon as obviously my target. Bye.
Well, I can ask you this now because we had the conversation off of camera at the Worlds. The way your deals ran, one New Year. Would you have used the new ones if you were still in come New Year?
100%.
Yeah.
It would not bother me at all. If I got past the New Year or my contract ended, and then I would have used them straight away. I would have obviously kept the mission shirt on. Obviously for the purpose, because obviously my shirt wasn't made up properly, but I would use the darts.
But you'd use the darts.
And I do believe I would have had a better World Championship if I'd have used them.
I know, because we were laughing at the Worlds, because obviously we knew what was going on and whatever. You were like,
everybody does.
Yeah, it was the worst kept secret. You can't keep secrets in darts, you know that.
Sadly not.
Look, when your stuff come out, the shirt got a lot of attention online, shall we say. So just for clarity, what is the bit through the middle, because so much have made so much of it.
Yeah, but so it's like the sand kind of type because of the Giant's Causeway, which is one of the main tourist attractions in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
So and that's what that represents the hexagons is the stones.
Yeah.
But that's just represent the sand kind of.
No, it's great because it got a lot of attention.
No one understood it. And I understand people said, oh, it was a hideous shirt. I agreed whenever you see the wee clip picture, but when you see it in person, it's a completely different shirt.
I agree, it looks different sat here to what the pictures.
That is in the picture. Yeah, that's most things. Pictures don't justify what it is, but the picture, I said it myself, and then when you see it in person, you're like, wow.
Start of the year, how would you assess it? Because from me looking at it, we've seen probably the good, the bad and the ugly of Josh Rock this year. We've had some high catching averages, then a drop and so on. It's trying to put it all together. Yeah,
I think I've been playing well since January, and up to the UK Open, I had the semi-final run, it's been fantastic. But then after that, it's just kind of been, I would say I'm disappointed myself. I'm hitting 98 plus averages every time, but I'm just not getting the wins. But at the same time, you could be hitting 107 averages and losing. There's Ryan Searle last week in Germany playing. Averages don't win trophies anymore. It doesn't matter what you do. It's all about the W. So, because the way the sport's going now, it's very, very difficult.
Look, you've touched on it, the sport has never been in a better place, and
no, never.
It's ridiculous. You've got Luke, obviously Gezi coming back into form, Michael showing flashes, Nathan Aspinall winning for the first time. Is this the most difficult period it's ever been to win a darts tournament? Not forget a TV one, just a tournament.
100%, because there's been, when you look at the Pro Tours, the harder ones to win because it's an all-day thing. And not often all 128 players in the world are there, because you get the Challenge Tour players come into it, but whenever the majority of us are there, it's a very long day, and there's been a different winner since last year, since PC 25.
Yeah.
Up till now, there's been a different winner every time, whereas back in the day, it was either MVG or Taylor. Back then, so it just shows you now the standard is out of this world.
It absolutely bonkers, and we know that you're striving for this massive breakthrough moment on TV. Do you feel that it's close? Because we've seen obviously the 9 darter at the Slam a couple of years ago, and we've seen everything that goes with it. Do you feel that real breakout moment is now closer?
I do think it's happening this year, because I proved at the UK Open. Obviously, didn't have a good record at the UK Open, didn't have a good on TV since, obviously, apart from my first year. I get the one win in Milton Keynes against Jamil Watamina, and then you play Luke, who was in fantastic form, end up winning it. Couldn't do much about that. Then go to the UK Open, didn't expect much, and I'll get the semi-final run, fantastic. So because I've switched, I've always said that when I knew I was switching them darts, there'd be a different Josh Rock, especially in TV.
Do you feel now part of the talks? Remember when you got your card, it was all this whirlwind. Who's this young lad from Northern Ireland, and blitz through queues?
Because there's not many of us from Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
We always get ones from England, Holland and Germany, but when there's only 4 of us from Northern Ireland, or sorry, 5, but we're not talking about that much because there isn't. So whenever, obviously the breakthrough being talked about Northern Ireland, it was the main thing because it was from my own country.
I've never really asked you about this. You can go back to not last year's Worlds, the one before, when Gary had his rant about the media and protecting Luke Littler and used you as the example that the media ruined Josh Rock. First of all, what was your initial thought on that? Did the media put you back at all when they put any pressure on you?
I probably could have, but I didn't really think about it much. But whenever you look back on it, the build up to the World Championship, the camera always palmed on me. But obviously, fair enough, it was the talking point at that time, my first year. And then going into my second year in the tour, it was still kind of talking about me until that World Championship would look. And I probably do agree with what Gary said, because we were sitting in the players' room and the cameras just palmed on you. You couldn't, you're like, what we're going to do here with the cameras just palmed on you. So I probably do agree with Gary. I'm very close to Gary, and I do agree with what he said. Well, he's my idol, but it's weird being very good friends with Riddle.
Well, I was going to say, and what does that mean to you that someone of Gary Anderson's stature in the game, one, holds you in that high regard, but is also keeping an eye out to making sure that you are treated right?
Yeah, well, because he obviously thinks the world of me, which I really, really do. And there's never a day goes by when he doesn't say hello when he walks in. He's one of the first ones to say hello to me, so he understands what happened, and he probably understands how good I am. And I do believe I'm a good player, but I'm just, look, that there's obviously different. And look, there's one of my good close friends too.
Yeah.
We talk nearly every day. So, but it's different.
I say we do love a Gary rant, and when he just like he was going on one, and it was like, look, you lot ruined Josh Rock and stuff. I was like, we never really spoke to you about what you thought of it, which was
because I got put out the first round. That was right. You can't get speaking to me that year. So yeah, so I just said to myself, I'm done getting beat first round. I'm not here just to turn. I'm not to make the numbers. I'm here to win titles. The same as everybody, but I'm just determined to win a Sky Sports major mainly. World
Cup on the horizon now.
I could be the first one. We never know.
It could be. I want to take you back to last year's World Cup first of all. I remember in the build-up on when you were talking about that you really wanted to play with Daryl, and then all of a sudden Brendan, like Brendan does, won his pro tour from nowhere to steal that spot. What was that conversation like between the pair of you to start with after you said that you wanted to play with Daryl?
Well, going back, I said I want to play with Daryl, but I said it doesn't matter if I play with Brendan.
Yeah.
So, but obviously the way it went, we were in Austria, and we had the conversation, and we knew how far in front Daryl was of Brendan. And then it was Brendan actually beat Daryl to go win the Pro Tour. And I was like, oh, here we go. This isn't going to be so good. So then obviously it came to I don't know if it was that weekend or it was the weekend after when we played, that finalised obviously the cut-off.
Yeah.
But as soon as the cut-off happened, then Daryl jumped above him. But
yeah, it was like a week after the cut-off.
Just the reason the cut-offs, that's what happened. But
yeah.
Look, me and Brendan had a good tournament first together. I brought it aside that Brendan probably didn't think he had for the first time, me being there, but when you're playing for your country, you need to be passionate, you need to be aggressive. And this year, I'm nearly 100% sure it's going to be Daryl, and I think it's going to be the aggressive Northern Ireland team we've ever had.
Arguably the best Northern Ireland team we've ever seen?
Probably, yeah, I would say. Standard-wise, yeah, 100%. I would say. Obviously, Daryl's won majors, Brendan's been in major finals, and obviously I'm the up-and-coming player, so I think this is the strongest Northern Ireland's ever been. What
does it mean for you to be captain of this side as well? Not just representing your country, but Captain Josh Rock.
Fantastic. Well, hopefully it should be me captain for the rest of the future of my career. So I would like that. But see, when you put that shirt on, you change. It's weird how it happens, because obviously you're not actually there for yourself. You're there for your whole country. And they bring back that World Cup, because Northern Ireland's never won anything in the World Cup or like Euros or anything, sadly. But with me and Daryl bring back that World Cup, that'll probably be nearly joint if I ever won the World Championship.
look, Luke and Luke are going to go off huge favourites.
They'll be like 1v3 on, maybe 1v5 on.
But not just you guys, but everyone will be. There's a target on your back when you're that strong a favourite, isn't there?
Yeah, massively.
Different kind of pressure.
It was the same with Luke and Michael Smith.
Yeah.
What was he played? Me and Brennan, we tried our hardest, but they were hitting their Tom Plus checkouts left, right, and centre, especially Humphreys. And you're like, just go away. Obviously, you're a team event and you're there, but when you spur each other on, it means more. The World Cup is a different tournament, big time. And I really think the PDC have done a good job putting it as pairs, which I think has made it so much fair. Pairs the whole way through, instead of obviously the 2 single games, then the pairs match, and then back to single games that way. So pairs the whole way through. I think that was the best thing they've done for the World Cup.
Before we let you go, you said this breakthrough moment is close. What tournament, forget the Worlds, because everyone puts that, but if you could win one other one first, which one would you like?
Match play, 100%. I don't think I'll ever win the Grand Prix, because one of the worst double hitters in the world, but when I'm having a good day, my doubles go, I'm hitting it and the scores are there. I think that'd be a very, very hard tournament for me to ever wins the Grand Prix. If I win it, must have stepped in, whoever, but match play would be definitely there, 1,000,000%. Phil Taylor's trophy, be great.
Josh, absolute pleasure catching up with you, buddy. Thank you very much.
Cheers, bud.